Hi Aquarius, welcome to your November reading. My name is Linda. I already shuffled the decks that I'm going to use today for your reading and thrown your spread. What we have here is where you are now. This is the challenge you face, the resources you can use. Here is the hidden forces, the potential outcome. And I'm going to take one rune for what is your spiritual lesson at this time. Okay. So, there's 3 cup cards in your reading, so it's definitely the dominant energy here, your emotional state. Your creative energy as well, I would say, is a leading force in your current situation at the moment. Like how you're channeling your creative energy and how satisfying that feels in terms of the way that you're working with that energy and what it's manifesting for you. It's interesting to have the 7 and the 4 of cups in your reading. Both of these cards speak about options. They speak about opportunities. They speak about confusion. Can be like when if you have to ponder what your options are or view your choices and choose something. There's a feeling here of being unsure or unclear, needing more guidance perhaps. And the first card, the leading card of the reading, is this King of Cups in the reverse. So I'm kind of feeling like at the moment you might be having some doubts around your creative projects or your energy, and in terms of how and where to channel it into the grid or into the universe, what to do with it. I feel like you have the Temperance here in the position of what is your challenging energy at the moment. The card of the Temperance there represents the challenge you face. It's an interesting dynamic. I feel like what's important for you at this moment is to gain a bit more clarity about who you actually are and what you're actually working with, right? King of Cups in reverse. You have the Eight of Crystals in reverse in the potential outcome of this reading. In this deck, it's called Synthesis. So I feel like the Temperance card and the Eight of Crystals in this reading are working together to clue me into something about you, which is that there is something about your particular talents and skills and your energy in general which you might not have put together yet. It's like there's some things there that you need to combine and blend in order to come up with another option that you aren't seeing yet. Like you can see, you've got all this in front of you, right? This is saying like you've got these talents, these gifts, these ideas. Same with the 7 of Cups. You're like, I've got all these things, I can do these things, I know about this, I know about that, I know those people, I know I'm part of that community, I have this interest, I have those passions, right? But somehow it's something hasn't clicked yet. That's what it is. Something hasn't clicked yet. There's something that's waiting for you to notice in order to realize how to move forward here, because there's also this sort of feeling of delay or a stymied energy, a type of not holding back exactly, but there's like something isn't moving forward at a pace or in a direction that you feel it should or it could. So I want to look at what's going on with this room, because I feel like this is going to give a big key to what actually all is going on here. So this rune is called Berkana, and it's coming out in the reverse in your reading. Berkano, sorry. It's coming out in reverse. I'm going to read the upright and the reverse interpretation. I'll start with the reverse because it did come out reverse. It says here, family problems, domestic troubles, anxiety about someone close to you, carelessness, abandon, loss of control, blurring of consciousness, deceit, sterility, stagnation. And I kind of feel that most of what I read there, I don't think all of that applies to you. I feel like mostly what I need to take from that interpretation is the stagnant energy, because that's what I feel with this. The 3 Cups cards that are in this reading, the King of Cups reverse, 4 of Cups upright, and 7 of Cups upright, feels to me like a stagnation. Like you're not moving forward because you can't figure out what action to take, or not even what action to take, but what archetype to fulfill, or what consciousness, what part of your consciousness to bring forward. And with that does bring some anxiety. That's definitely the 8 of Swords in the reading. There's some anxiety there, but it's about, like I said, what I'm seeing here in this reading is that there is a moment that is soon to come forward once you take the time to integrate, blend, mix, compromise, or unify some components here that you maybe haven't realized actually kind of fit together very well. There's something that you need to understand about yourself that you maybe you're not seeing. There's something that you're not seeing about yourself that is a really important puzzle piece to fit into this picture of what it is that you are wanting to present or create or develop, which is currently a little bit stagnant or stymied. Now let's read the upright position of this room and see if it gives any other interpretation that will help. So there it is in the upright. It says here, birth, general fertility, both mental and physical growth, liberation, regenerative power, the light of spring, renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth, arousal of desire, a love affair or a new birth, the prospering of an enterprise or a venture. And again, I feel like it's the last part of that reading there that is actually the key part for you in this reading. I feel like there's some type of new enterprise or an enterprise in general. Maybe it's something that's not new, you've been working on it, but something needs to click into place. A light bulb needs to go on. This cup that is sort of floating here in front of you, which you can't see because you're kind of focused on all this stuff down here of what you've already started or what you've been working on. This may have already happened for some of you. You're all on different timelines. This is a general reading after all. So for some of you, this understanding or this realization has already shown up, and you've had a revelation and a realization and an understanding that is going to help you break out of a stagnant point where things feel like they haven't been generating energy or movement forward, and now they will. For some of you, this is about to happen or will come in the near future if you put your energy in it. You need to actually take the time to do this meditative process to be able to figure out what is the missing puzzle piece that you have had all along that you didn't realize you could be working with in terms of what you want to manifest or whatever function you are needing to perform or fulfill. Temperance is a very loud card for me in this reading. It's very specifically giving insight about finding a way to calm down and be neutral in order to channel through some cosmic energy that is trying to reach you. That's what I'm seeing this cup as. There's some kind of cosmic piece of data, cosmic information, message from a guide or some kind of energy, your higher self, whatever you call it, that you are working with, that has been trying to bring this particular piece of information forward for you, but you haven't been noticing it. You're not paying attention because maybe you're putting too much attention on other things that are not as much of a priority, perhaps, in this situation that we're unpacking here. I hope this is making sense. How I'm seeing this card right now is just like, take a look at the image. I don't know why, but this middle part here is looking like a mushroom to me, and I'm feeling like there's this moment where soon enough the mushroom is going to bloom, and the mushroom is a symbol of either you or the project or the idea or whatever. And what's been happening for quite some time, which you may not have been able to fully perceive, is that the mycelium has been growing, the network has been building, all of the things that have been occurring have been happening below the surface or under the ground, in the subconscious mind or in the hidden realms. And at some point soon, the mycelium is going to pop through into the surface and bloom into a beautiful mushroom that will be evident for all. But there's something here about you needing to kind of quiet down the mind and be in a more like receptive, meditative space. I feel like with this King of Cups, there's something a little bit unbalanced about your emotional energy that maybe is making it hard for this clarity to come through of this particular idea or this puzzle piece that is waiting for you to notice it. It's right there. It's literally right in front of your face. I think you just are needing to put your energy back into this kind of very composed, very calm, very quiet, centered energy to be able to receive this information from your higher self, your guides. your ancestors, whatever you call that, because it's literally right there. Let's see what else is here. This Eight of Swords, Eight of Crystals in this deck is also like a very significant card for me. I do feel that this energy is working in conjunction with the Temperance card to help you to realize that you need to integrate some things. It's called synthesis, right, in this deck. So it's like maybe there's been a long past of things that have occurred that have been as a part of this specific journey that we're talking about, which maybe certain experiences haven't yet been fully integrated. And that's part of being able to see what this key point is that you're missing, which is right in front of you, is to take a moment to quietly and calmly synthesize and integrate all of the things that are relevant or related to this particular energy that we're discussing, so that something can emerge out of it. A realization or a revelation can emerge out of it. And that's what I feel is coming in for you during this time, Aquarius. So I hope that reading was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.